This episode of Vroom is brought to you by Shark Energy Drink.
What car were you expecting? An M3? C63? Sorry, this is a Lexus. Welcome to Vroom. I'm Deon G. Most people, when they have lots and lots of money in the world, they always find it useful to buy an expensive car. And most of those cars would either be in the BMW family, maybe an M3 or M5, the Mercedes family, maybe a C63, and Audi RS4 may seem the appropriate choice as a car that shows everybody, hey, I have money and so much of it. But do you really buy a car for status, or do you buy a car for luxury with performance? We found a car that does have that, and it's cheaper than all those cars. This is it. It's the Lexus ISF. So when you look at all these other cars we were speaking about, the BMW, the Mercedes C63, and all these other cars from Audi, all of them have a basic entry value. They start off from 800,000, and by the time you build up the car with all the accessories like the Xenons, the navigation, and all the other fancy stuff, they come to under R1,000,000. And let's face that fact, you don't want to spend so much money on a car that you know you're not going to drive every single day, especially if it's a weekend car. But however, the Lexus ISF does deliver all of that for 808,000 Rand. Speak to Dave at Lexus Kingsmead to set you up on a test drive on the Lexus ISF 311 kilowatts of power, which will blow your mind away when it gives you 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. There's nothing negative about this particular car, and when I say nothing negative, I mean the car is cool. I mean, it has an 8-speed gearbox, a 5-liter V8, which pushes out 311 kilowatts of power, and does this in a few seconds. So what does this car have to offer a normal person? Well, value for money is one, and of course, it's a car that is not common on the road. As you can see, the car has all the fancy toys. Your navigation is standard on this car. It's your Bluetooth accessories for wirelessly talking on your cell phone. It has all the comfortable features on a luxury car, because Lexus are luxury. The seats are very comfortable. You have 3 different settings that you can set on this car. So just say you lend this car to somebody and they want to drive the car, they can have their own preference and setting. Besides that, the car has airbags in every point around you. So you're pretty safe if you happen to meet in a collision with this particular car. There's something cool. If you look at this car's speedometer and the gauge, everything is digital. The speedometer is a very small part of this car. It's on one corner and there's a digital side according to your rev meter. The rev meter gives you a nice tone once it hits 4,000 revs. Only at 4,000 revs. And after that, it's an 8-speed gearbox. So as you go past the other gears, you're pretty much driving a normal car after that. All I can tell you is, you need to test drive the Lexus ISF. Speak to the guys at Lexus Kingsmead for a test drive on this car that contends in a league that'll blow your mind away. I'm out of here. Talk to you soon.
This episode of Vroom was brought to you by Shark Energy Drink.